What
Hey,
are you
Gutfoxx
booting
here.
up?
Welcome to. Wait,
Shit.
what?
My bad. I didn't know you were booting
Let's
up.
roll
I'm
with
so
it.
sorry. Go ahead.
Roll with it. Muttman Podcast episode 186 with veteran of the pod, MMG. This is your third time on. I think 2017, 2019, and 2022. How does it feel to be back?
It feels amazing, man. First time I ever did a podcast with you, I was in my high school bedroom. So still living at my parents' house. So we've come a long way.
Wow. Now you're like every year it feels like you're moving across country.
Funny you say that. I'm moving to Arizona here in a week. So
Why Arizona though?
I just really like it. I need to be close to LA for a lot of filming and stuff like that, but I really don't like LA. So that was a good middle ground.
Yeah, it's not bad either. Like, does Arizona not have? Are they one of those states without state taxes?
It's close. It's 4% maximum, so it's nice.
Okay, it's not New Mexico or Texas, but it's pretty close there.
No,
So
it's there.
I want to ask you about your draft experience, because that for a lot of people that don't know, MMG. I guess I should introduce you first for like the three people out there that might not know who you are. He's a Madden YouTuber, probably the largest Madden YouTuber. I haven't really like checked and compared numbers, but I'm just gonna say largest Madden YouTuber out there, international superstar. He announced a draft pick for his team. Could you explain what happened?
Hey, thank you for the intro, by the way. Absolutely the biggest. Get fucked, everybody else. Yeah, I'll explain the draft pick, though. No, it was so much fun. I was working with Subway, and Subway had the connects to get me up there and announce a draft pick. They were like, hey, come down to Vegas and do this thing with us. And I said, no, I'm really sorry. That's a lot of work. I'm not interested. And they said, well, what if we got you to announce a pick? I was like, well, then I'd rethink my strategy here. So they said no promises, but maybe you can announce a pick for the Lions. Lions are my absolute favorite team. So if that was going to happen, I was so excited. But, there's always a chance that the Lions trade it. Like they trade their 4th or 5th round pick, whatever, to Atlanta. And then all of a sudden I'm announcing an Atlanta pick. Well, we didn't trade it. It was in the 4th or 5th round, so it didn't get broadcasted live, but it was just so nice to even be there. I was insanely nervous walking up. I announced right after like a Cowboys rookie announced a Cowboys pick, So it was really intimidating. All of it was. I was so scared I was going to trip or mess up my words, but we got through it. I didn't fumble anything too bad. I snuck a little joke in there, and the player I ended up drafting was, or at least announcing, was James Mitchell. He's a tight end from West Virginia. Hasn't gotten too many reps yet. Obviously, we have TJ Hawkinson. But you know what? I'm just praying he'll be like Rob Gronkowski, become a Hall of Famer, and then I can say that I announced his pick to my kids or something.
You'll always have that. That's really cool. Like that's kind of like a lot of people like those kind of special moments. A lot of people like dream of doing that kind of stuff with their fandom. So it's kind of cool. You get to like live the dream. And I kind of want to talk about my dream, which is a good Madden game and Madden Ultimate Team today.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about a little bit of your history with Madden Mobile and like why you stopped playing Madden Mobile, because like it died, right? Because like it sucks, like it still sucks to this day, and EA hasn't done anything about it. So can you talk to me like, okay, you came up with Madden Mobile. Can you tell me what happened to Madden Mobile?
Yeah, for sure. I think one of the interesting, because this is so long ago, right, that a lot of people kind of forgot this, like an ancient part of history. But it would have been 8 years ago when I first started playing Madden Mobile, and people were very addicted to it. That would have been Madden Mobile 15, right? So we're a long time going. And at the time, there's only like 3 or 4 Madden Mobile YouTubers, and EA actually reached out to me. And they just said, hey, we want to have you be a part of I believe it was called the EA Game Changer program. We'd love to have you down, and you can give us your input on the game. We'll let you play the Madden Mobile 16. We'll let you play it early, and you're kind of like our guinea pigs to learn about the community and stuff. And I was unbelievably excited to go do that. So I went down to Orlando. I went to the headquarters, and I think one of my most shocking takeaways from doing that was we're sitting in a room with all the developers. It's me, Noob Kill, Justabro, literally just a bunch of Madden Mobile guys, right? And to me, the most obvious issue with the game that everybody in the community talked about, that everybody knew about, was botters. It was people who would basically write this little coded script on your Android or jailbroken iPhone to play the game for you and earn a shit ton of coins, make crazy snipes off of the auction house. It's stuff that you can kind of do on console, but it's significantly more difficult than doing it on like a $20 Android, right? Well, this was like the biggest problem in the world. Like you couldn't compete with the bots. You couldn't even buy players off the auction house for a good price because all the bots were ruining it. So we get down there and I'm talking to the EA guys and I just say, hey, like, what steps are you taking to eliminate bots from the community? And they literally looked at me like they had never fucking heard what I was talking about at all.
Really?
They literally, dude, this pissed me off so bad and I never forget it. They had no idea what I was talking about. And I was like, how is this to me and everyone in this room and all the community of diehard players who like really play this game so worried about this? And you guys don't even know what we're talking about. So I was really, really shocked by that. Like, to me, it was, and I mean, we're diehards. We're fucking nerds, right? Like, we played the game all day, every day. So I get that, devs may or may not play the game all day, every day. But that just felt like the most glaring issue to me. And they didn't even know it existed. They had no idea.
Yeah, it's so crazy that it repeated itself on console a couple years later. So, like, let me tell you my experience with that whole situation. So, it ruined Madden Mobile, and, like, we'll talk about how it did end up going forward with that. But, like was this 2 or 3 years ago now? Bots became a huge issue on console. Like, you'd get matched up against bots and they'd waste like 40 minutes of your time because they'd just be farming coins from seasons over and over. And like, you could see them on the leaderboards and it was I'm like if they could like if they looked at the leaderboards, you'd see how many bots are up there playing 3,000, 5,000 games because that's how the leaderboards are sorted. So like a few years ago, like, I know what happens to online games when you let bots go. So I start talking about the bot issue on console just happening over and over and over. Like, it's just destroying. And I've seen them, destroy stuff like mobile. So I started making videos of it. And luckily, those things kind of caught on, right? I think the Madden devs actually heard and saw, and because I kept making fun of them about this issue, and now they're actually taking a lot of steps. Now bots are getting banned more efficiently now. It's not perfect, but it is better than it used to be. I'm hearing some things about bots and like some house rules and stuff to generate coins, but luckily EA does collab them a little bit better now on console, and they didn't go the mobile route. So the mobile route, talk to me what happened with like, cards being bought in like auction house and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's actually I think a big part of the reason why mobile died. So Madden Mobile was very unique in the way that it would tell you who bought a player before you. So the way we all made coins back when I was like diehard grinding Madden Mobile was you would set a snipe filter. Let's say Barry Sanders, Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers all sell for over $1 million. So you set your filter for just those 3 players, 900K and under, right? And then every 5 minutes, the auction house would refresh. So on that 5-minute mark, you start frantically refreshing the auction house and you go to buy your player. And then every time we'd go to buy, there was like this community of us who all just did this for a living. We were nerds. That's the best way to describe it. But it got to this point where this one guy kept fucking all of us on separate filters. It made no sense. So I'd be sitting there trying to snipe Barry Sanders, and it would say bought by Silver Surfer. I still remember his name, Silver Surfer MM. And then over in a different filter, 50K cheap players, there goes Arian Foster, bought by Silver Surfer MM. And we're all talking in our little group chat. We're like, how's this guy fucking us? How's this same guy fucking all of us in a different, it didn't even make sense. You can't have enough hands for that. And that's when we figured out that it was bots. And once we figured out that it was bots, we all bought it. We all switched over to bots. We're like, damn, if we can't beat them, join them. We had the craziest shit. Just fully, I looked like a psychopath. Should have seen the computer room in my parents' house. It was just lined with androids. Well, that got so bad. So this was EA's approach to it. Once it finally caught on that, holy shit, this auction house is completely ran by bots. There's no other way, to say it. They stripped the auction house entirely. They said, fuck bot detection, fuck trying to fix it. We're just taking it away from you. Dude, I felt like a little toddler and I just got put in timeout. So that would have been Madden Mobile 18 or 19. When you loaded up the game and there's no auction house, oh my God, it completely ruined that game. I think EA kind of believed that people played it because it was Madden on your phone, but it isn't, especially on mobile where there's no like complexity to gameplay. It's just a trading card game. Imagine collecting real life trading cards, but you can't trade them or sell them on eBay or exchange them with other people. Nobody would fucking do it. That's like half the hobby,
Yeah, it is.
So once they took the auction house out, they shot themselves in the foot, and they've never been able to recover since.
It makes no sense to me because it was so big. Like, it was one of the top apps in the world back then, right?
Oh, it was like the Clash of Clans, Fortnite, that of that time. And I still get people to this day who don't even know me because obviously we've all continued to make content ever since, you know, some of the biggest booms of Madden, right? I still get people coming to, they go, yo, Madden Mobile Gods? And nobody calls me. No, that's what MMG stands for. It's Madden Mobile Gods. A lot of people don't even know that. But every once in a while I get somebody because, you know, everybody and their mother was playing the game at the time.
Yeah, so it's like to me, like the mobile fall was like so indicative of like what Madden could become, because like you're right, like EA's got this certain arrogance to them, and like it seems like they don't listen to the community a lot of times, especially the mobile community, when they say stuff like, hey, this is important for the game, it's why we play it, you're gonna lose players, and be like, and then like EA's like, we're gonna call your bluff, we're gonna take away the cool things, like I heard you couldn't like buy packs with coins either. Yeah, like we're gonna take away yeah. We're going to take away the cool things from you guys. You guys are still playing. You guys are addicted to football, right? So one of the biggest games on the biggest gaming platforms literally died. And it's you know, obviously going towards only whales now. So you got to put like $1,000 a week in for like Randy Moss, but then he's outdated 2 weeks later. And so like, it's sad to see what a former giant, a great game ended up becoming, because EA wasn't listening to us. They weren't listening to the community. And so like we see this stuff this year and it happened. Like bundles got worse in MUT and Ultimate Team, like on the console. A lot of things got worse overall. They got lazy. They weren't really listening to us on a lot of things we want. Like, why don't we have formation subs? Why don't we have custom autos? Why don't we have all these things we've been asking for years? And MUT, and they're like, there's like, you like a new like yard, right? This will be kind of cool. Like or some other dumb shit that's broke. But it feels like so Madden Mobile, they went down this path and it kind of died off. Did Madden Mobile ever as a community try and come together and like try and strike or like do something like the console market did this year? How do you guys play?
Not to my knowledge, no. I think you're right about whales. You know, mobile games are just funded and operated by whales. It's almost like a form of an addiction to me, I guess, for some people. But as long as they're hitting their quotas, I really don't think they care. And I think that's kind of what we saw a little bit in Madden 23 console this year, which is, I could not agree more. I don't open that many packs. I mean, I'll do it for videos here and there. But the fact that even to me, it was glaringly obvious that packs were horrible. Like, so I have never seen it that bad. I just couldn't believe it. Yeah. And I think to me, it's just like, yeah, you know, I think the quote I always come back to is EA CEO, who said something like, you know, never underestimate how much someone will spend to beat their friend. You know, it's something like that. Such a fucker, dude. Hey, guy's doing a good job. He's running the company from a company standpoint pretty damn well, and I'll give that to him. But it really did feel like, you know, we're just going to appeal to the whales here. If you got to spend $1,000 and last year you only had to spend $200, we really don't give a fuck because people will spend $1,000. So
yeah,
that's how I felt.
I mean, to be fair, that CEO is trash. Look at the EA stock price the last 5 years. Like everybody else's stock price has gone up. EA is stayed steady, if not gone down slightly, the last 5 years.
Yeah, it's sad. I hedged my life because I fucking hate EA, but I was like, I'm gonna get EA stock, you know, because even though I hate them, you know, if they do well, I'll do well. So it's all good. But no, it didn't work out either.
Yeah, like do you have to disclose in every one of your videos, I'm an owner of this company? Like,
dude, oh my God. Do you know who Angry Joe Show is?
Yeah.
He's like a rant YouTuber, dude. He went fucking in on me. He did like every year he does a Madden rant, you know, and like a couple years ago I commented on his. I was like, dude, I love this. Like, this is exactly how I feel too. Well, apparently he didn't see that because he makes this video, and in the video he used me as the poster child of basically somebody who is paid by EA. Me. He used me as someone who's paid by EA to make the game look good, to talk highly of the game. And I just thought that was fucking hilarious. Dude, I'm blocked by EA on every single social media platform. Yep. I'm not like the most vocal in the world. You know, I'm not leading campaigns like to strike against them, but consistently I have not been a fan of them. And I turned down the EA Game Changer program for a lot of reasons, money being one of them, but also I just don't like them. And I just thought it was funny, dude. He fucking shit on me. And I just thought it was so funny. I was like, damn, this guy actually thinks I'm getting paid by EA to like, to play. I mean, I wish. That'd be fire.
Yeah, pretty trash research on his point. Like, but he picks out a new Madden YouTuber every year. Last year was It's Dom, and it's like $1,000 pack opening. He went in on It's Dom for that one last year.
Maybe so, like, it's just whoever puts up a pack opening video most recently to the rant, because I had just put up a fat pack opening video. So
yeah,
understandable.
That's it. takes top Google search and goes in and says these people are paid and they're bad and they're wrong. And
He was mad
like,
about my
we don't
thumbnails
wanna...
and shit too. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I get where he's coming from. Honestly, he made some decent points. I obviously don't agree, but I won't say he was entirely wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's being angry at Madden. You're on the right side. The issue is you got to point your hate in the right direction, and you got to make like more relevant points to the game than just like somebody who plays it for 10 hours or less and then
Right.
does a angry rant for 1 million views. But it is like there is major flaws with the game. Like don't get us wrong. So yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
But it's never good to like cause conflict in the community between each other when we should all be focused on EA, which is kind of what like the pack strike a little bit devolved into people like hating on each other and stuff, and that was unfortunate. But like, do you think the pack strike has had a difference at EA in any way whatsoever?
I think the issue is if it did, we don't get to see it. I think the reason content in my opinion, content sucks in Ultimate Team so bad, compared to what they could be doing, is they have to plan so much stuff ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like, they're not making a lot of changes on the fly. Obviously, there's Team of the Week, which I think is done kind of poorly, a little lackluster. But if you think about most of the big promos, when you look at a player and you're like, wow, this is a very questionable player for this promo, or this player's fucking sucked this year, why are they even in this? It's because they're trying their absolute hardest to bulk content out ahead of time. You know what I mean? So, like, they already know who they're dropping in a promo. They already know what packs they're dropping. They already know what player is going out for Christmas. They already know what players are going out for Easter probably right now. They probably already have them ready to go. They just got to load it into the game so that way they don't get behind. So I think that even if they saw a change, or even if like there was a revenue change, I don't think they have the resources to make the change on the fly, or they don't give enough a fuck to. But I don't know. That's where I'm at with it. So I remember seeing the pack strike and I liked it, but I was thinking like, this is EA we're talking about. They can barely make Team of the Week cards relevant to real life NFL. There's no way they're going to go in there and change the whole back end and fix all this stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the pack strike had like a few like specific goals in the original tweet about bundle toppers, and they had the bundle toppers, to be fair, have actually like, you know, done what pack strike asked, so that was kind of cool.
That's
but
true.
like re-rolls and stuff, and yeah, they will fix a loophole in 30 minutes. That's true, big bad
Yeah,
deal,
they're such fuckers. They'll find money to fix it if it hurts them.
Like, remember like the Elway set last week was like glitched 20 minutes after they find out it gets taken down. Like, holy
so
shit.
Whack. I don't know how, like, you're really not, they're not dropping groundbreaking stuff. I don't know how they keep fucking it up. You know what I mean?
Like you say, like, you know, a lot of times you say it's like pre-planned and stuff. It is, but like, I think they fuck up mostly when they have to redline it, right? When they're down to the freaking wire and they you know, have to change something last minute. I think that's where all the errors happen. And like their QA team, we had Mutt Guru on this podcast last year. He said the QA team's 5 people total for all of Mutt. So like, and he said they don't really get paid at all. So who knows how good the QA is? We see every year how bad the QA is with all the issues in the game. So like, yeah, it's kind of wild. Just like sometimes it's like a once over of some of these sets, what they do, and they don't get done. So it's, I don't know. I think like pre-planning is good, but it's also, you know, kind of cool if they'd be able to adjust a little bit more. But
I hate it. I hate that they pre-plan. Really? I guess I want to clarify. I don't like that they do that. I think they could do so much more dynamic, cool shit. I think when I look at 2K, both of the companies have the same business model, like 2K and Madden, which is just like packs, right? My Team packs, Ultimate Team packs. That's a big driver of their revenue. But when I look at the depth of players and cards and their ability to add stuff and all the different game modes and everything that 2K has, it's crazy to me. It really is, because I play 2K for like 3-4 months straight, you know, when Madden kind of dies out. And I really get like a good grasp of my team and how they release stuff. And it's so much better done. It's not even close. And they're just doing shit on the fly. Like, dude, like it'll be like a player will do something and the next day they'll have 8 different iterations of the card in the game. I thought it was so cool. I'm trying to remember what they did last year. Literally, dude, they'll drop like their version of golden tickets, like a Galaxy Opal Dark Matter end game. They'll drop like an end game. They'll drop a golden ticket, a regular 99, a kind of juice 99, a super juice 99, and then like the God tier card. Just all of them. There'll be different positions: point guard Magic Johnson, center Magic Johnson, small forward Magic Johnson, shooting Magic Johnson. It's fucking crazy how quick they do it. Like they
Yeah, I for one hate the out of position shit in Madden. I know people, you know, have mixed feelings on 2K or whatever for it, but like, is that because like 2K, like they just have like a smaller sport. There's only like 5 guys on the field or on the court at once versus 22 on the field here. Like, is it just because like they have to pump more of those specific cards because they only have, you know, a few like large names in the history of NBA?
I think it's the same reason you can't put Najee Harris at quarterback in Mutt. I think they had balancing issues. Like, people were just putting Shaq at point guard, right? And then posting up whoever else's point guard and just scoring like cheese buckets. Yeah. So what they did was they forced you to only use players at the positions that they outlined for you. Same as Ultimate Team, right? So out of position is their way, I think Madden's way of saying, yeah, we want you to have a little bit of fun, just not so much fun that it's not fun for everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think 2K does the same thing.
Yeah, like at the end games when we got like 6'8" strong safeties and stuff, like it's cool to stop eggs, but like at a certain point, like early in the season, I don't like it. Later in the season, I'm totally okay with it, to be fair. So yeah, I don't know. There is a balancing point where it is cool and it is fun for a bit, but if the whole year is nothing but like 6'5" to 6'8" safeties, it feels like a little bit it sucks because like guys like Revis and Ed Reed, who were legends of the game, then just fucking suck and you can't even put them on your team.
Oh, I totally agree. I couldn't agree more. I don't like out of position this early at all. I think players who were legitimately good out of position could get an out of position card. But the fact that like Justin Fields' corner was very viable for a little bit, it's just so fucking stupid. That should not be in the game. Sauce Gardner, wide receiver. Yeah.
Fun things, not like overpowered things like maybe last year when they were with backyard ballers. And I don't know, I kind of like out of position at Christmas time too, like it's like the traditional like Megatron free safety is always fun to lurk with, but like they always give him like weird attributes.
I love him.
They always give him like 93 zone or something. It's like the best zone cover corner in the game. It's like he's out of position. He used to be a physical freak, not like a mental like he's played there his whole career type of psycho. Yeah,
I think another thing that I kind of have a gripe with is that the players who are currently really good or the best players in the league at any given time in MUT, for the most part, are really not the most viable or best players to use. I really don't like that. Like, you know how Team Diamonds just came out? Like, I know a lot of people, like, I'm a casual when it comes to some of those guys. Like, if I looked at Team Diamonds right now, I would say confidently 16 out of 32 of those guys, the 92 overalls or whatever, I just don't know. And that's like, that's not the issue, but the issue is that the best players in the game in Madden Ultimate Team right now are 32, like, relatively known players who don't currently play. And that's whack. Like, there should always be an awesome Josh Allen, an awesome Patrick Mahomes, an awesome Joe Burrow, an awesome Lamar Jackson, an awesome Najee Harris, an awesome Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor to use an Ultimate Team. When like Jonathan Taylor, like, obviously he's not performed all too well this year, but Jonathan Taylor was regarded as one of the best halfbacks coming into this year. He's got an 87 overall. I'm pretty sure I could get a better Nyheim Hines right now. Yeah, Campus Heroes Nyheim Hines is probably a more viable card. Like, that's whack. Why is Nyheim Hines more viable than Jonathan Taylor? I don't know. Yeah. I just feel like, and that's something I really don't like to compare in 2K and EA because they are totally different games, but 2K does a very good job of ensuring that LeBron, Giannis, Steph, Jokic, Embiid, those guys always have a sick card. So you don't feel like your favorite player, who's also an amazing player in real life, is not even viable in the video game. You know?
No, I agree. Like, TJ Watt always gets trash cards in comparison to other ones out at the time. And like, defensive player of the year, set the sack record, or tied the sack record last year. Like, he should have
He should always have it, too. He should get a 91 as soon as he does it. He should get a 95 on the Christmas promo. He should get a 99 as early as he can. He's the best player in the league. Micah Parsons. Whoever's in chat just said Micah Parsons. You're so right, bro. Micah Parsons is a fucking monster. His best card is a pre-order 87. Like, how are there like 15 linebackers better than Micah Parsons who haven't done shit in actual real life football? Like, that's so whack. Like, let's go, baby. Get on, hop on the horse.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree on that take. So like, what should they do? What would be a good promo for that? Like, what's okay? That obviously should just happen. They should just update more real players. Like, but like, what's your ideal promo then?
So the way they run Team of the Week right now is good, but it kind of feels like they're doing this intentional starvation thing where they don't want to give us a bunch of good cards. I don't know if it's for balancing issues or what, but I think they need to get over the idea that MUT has to be this like perfect, like, we'll only introduce this right now, and we'll only introduce this right now, and we'll only introduce this right now. I think they can just throw a fuck ton of sick cards in, team of the week, way more than they currently are, to keep in line with what's happening in real life football. And I also think a big part of that is that you just have to make bundles better, which I know they're not going to do. This isn't like a realistic fix, unfortunately. But if you make it more realistic for people to get their hands on multiple players, and there's not just one obvious standout best player at a position, but there's 5, like, for example, linebackers in real football. Yeah, there's the best of the best, which would be TJ Watt, Micah Parsons, Fred Warner, guys like that. But if all of them always have a pretty solid card and they're pretty viable, you at least have some choices, to go in between them. But I just hate looking at Mutt, and I'm playing some guy with the best possible team, and that team consists of like fucking Doug Baldwin, Tony Baselli, Ed Buddy, Keith Byers, Kevin Carter, Mark Clegg. What the fuck? Dude, give me fuck.
You just slandered a whole bunch of people right there.
Dude, I'm sure those guys were studs in their own right, but like, let's get some guys that I watch on Sunday. You don't watch Kevin Byard? Yeah, nobody watches fucking Tennessee. That guy fucking sucks. I mean, I'm you know what? Actually, you know what? Let's go through it. Name 10 of the Team Diamonds, and without looking, I'm gonna try and tell you what team they're on. I don't even think I'll be able to do it. I'm not saying I'm a fucking football wizard, but I straight up don't think I'll be able to do it.
Let me go ahead and look at the Team Diamonds promo. Okay.
I have Mutt.gg down. I can't see anything. I won't cheat. Okay.
Donald Driver.
Oh, Packers. I had him last year. Like Donald Driver, Mutt legend or something. I don't know.
Okay. Right? Brian Cushing. Yeah,
he's
you're right.
He's a Texans. Yeah. He's a stud. That guy was roided the fuck out. Oh my God, he had problems.
Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. Jimmy Giles.
Dude. I'm gonna spin the wheel. All right. I'm gonna go Ravens. Is it Ravens?
He said the thing. The wheel.
Wheel him up.
He did it. It's
it
Buccaneers.
Wasn't Ravens, was it? Oh, okay. Shit.
Chad Greenway.
Oh God. Browns.
Vikings. Oof.
Tough.
NFC North rival.
Tough.
Okay.
I should know that.
Charlie Joyner.
Oh, I do know him because he's Chargers, right?
Yep. Nailed it. Sammy Knight. The new one this year.
Saints, yeah?
Yep.
Nice.
Pete Metzelaars.
Oh my God, Jets. I have no idea.
Bills. Close.
Tough.
Rod Martin.
Okay, we got the point across, right? I literally have no idea once again. And like, I mean, it is cool. It's a cool throwback for a lot of people, but don't make these dudes better than like the players I love to watch, Like
the thing is, like, I like here's me gonna disagree with you on this one because I actually love the Team Diamonds promo. I like it's a lot of names that I've never heard of, and like they bring it all out at once. And yeah, 32 top end cards and one like killer card. And I feel like Mutt in recent years, we don't really have like memorable killer cards as much as we used to have back in like the Madden 16 era when like guys would go over 100 attributes. It'd be really cool seeing those like golden tickets out there. But like Elway actually. Yeah, Elway is actually like incredible, and I kind of like that because it makes the year almost memorable. Like last year's Derrick Henry, we now know Madden 22 as the year of Henry and Escape Artist and how awful that was. But it was also kind of like memorable, kind of like Dickerson in 20. Like it just kind of like makes that shit stand out, and like it's like I don't know, current day nostalgia that we're gonna look back to for this Elway.
I like that. I do. I think I agree with you totally on the Elway part, like how he's like a clear cut. So much fucking better than every single card that's in the game right now. I like that for Elway. Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah, I really enjoy that stuff too. But like, yeah, no, I think your point is well received. That current guys that are studs, we shouldn't wait 4 months for a card, and then have to wait another like 4 to 5 for another one. Like they could take like one of the 17 Ed Reeds they put out last year, and they could have made that Mahomes relevant.
Yes, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just hate that like a bum will be not a bum, but if I know that Micah Parsons is one of the best linebackers in the league, why are there 10 other guys? Just because of some random fucking promo, why are there 10 other guys more viable? That's silly.
Yeah. Yeah, Parsons should be that dude. All right, I got a question. Here's an interesting hypothetical.
Okay.
If EA tomorrow offered you the opportunity, take the job to bring Madden Mobile back to its greatness, would you take it?
What a good question. Yeah, actually, I would. I actually would. I would totally take that job.
Yeah, I mean that'd be kind of actually interesting content too if you made your channel on it. But like, what would you do?
Well, I think over the last couple of years, my life has changed a lot, and I think I'm glad for the perspective I've taken on Madden console, which is I just don't care. And I found that my life is a little bit happier. I spend so much time making and creating content and overseeing everything that I do that I don't play the game that much. And I have been so much happier that way because of how frustrating the game is and how frustrating all these things are that EA does, that I just can't even put my energy towards it anymore. Like it sucks so much positivity out of my life because there's always, it's not even something to bitch about. There just is always something to bitch about because they really dropped the ball on execution. But it was different when I played Madden Mobile. I wasn't doing Madden Mobile to make content. I wasn't doing it to do YouTube or to make it a career. I was clinically fucking obsessed with that game. I genuinely know the ins and outs and every single intricacy of that game. I knew the back end. I knew the coding. I could still probably tell you on average what random players would sell for. I could tell you the most rare cards in the game still. Madden Mobile 16, man. That's 8 years ago. So I think I'd actually do a good job understanding what the community wants and being able to implement it. But if you offer me the same job for Madden Ultimate Team on the console, I wouldn't be the guy to call. I'm sitting here playing fucking house rules, bro. I'm making 3-foot-tall Derrick Henry playing house rules, making a video out of it. I don't want to give too much of a fuck otherwise. But yeah.
Here's the thing is like, you're just like, I would say 80% of people that play this game. You're just doing it for fun. And I think that's what people relate to. And I do want to talk about, you know, YouTube and everything here in the future of the of this pod. I want to talk about that in a little bit, but because you're so freaking good at it. But I also want to talk, like, I had this conversation. So Throne was on the podcast a few weeks back, and Throne is somebody that plays this game an incredible amount. Like, you know, all weekend leagues and stuff, and, you know, one of the better players in the world at it. And he seemed like he was just absolutely burnt out with YouTube, with a lot of things, with I don't know. It seems like he just wants to be jumping out of planes. Basically, he's really into skydiving and stuff, and doing
I love
real
that.
world things.
I love seeing that on Instagram.
Yeah. Like, I'm just like, overall, I've tried to tell him over the years. Like, me and him had a conversation. I think it was like Madden 17 when he was first blowing up. I'm like, you know, the only thing that's going to stop you right now is Burnout, and I feel like he's completely burned out of it. And so, hearing you say, I play this game for fun. I'm not going to sit here and ruin my entire mental state trying to do, like, you know, grind every single thing in Madden, trying to, you know, be competitive. I think that's like a very healthy point of view versus a lot of other creators that really do that. And obviously people are they tick different. Some people really enjoy that competitive aspect and get to it, but like Throne did. But, and you know, it's hard not to burn out at anything if you do it for 2,000 hours a year or more. Oh yeah. And you know, you play a game as mentally draining and awful as Madden has been, in Madden 22 with like low points and escape artists and like everything. I could go back years over years, but I think I think that's actually kind of refreshing to hear a creator say they can kind of do that way and be as successful as you, because you do a lot of different content too. You do NBA and you kill it with that with 2K.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. So it's cool. I don't know. It's something like, because like the grind nowadays, everybody's like, oh, I got to put in 80 hours a week to get this thing going. What would be like your advice to somebody up and coming? Like, it's hard to take it casual to grow a channel, or like what would you say is important?
I see what you mean. Starting? Yeah. The most frustrating thing for people to wrap their heads around is there is almost no correlation to how much work you're putting in and your results, especially in a creative industry. That may not be true in a lot of industries, but in this industry, I remember when I was making my first Madden Mobile videos, they just weren't fucking good. Like, anybody can look back at that and objectively look at it and say, that is not good content. Like, the editing is subpar, the recording is subpar, the audio is subpar. It's only as entertaining as your audience believes it is. So you have to take yourself emotionally out of what you want. Like, if you really want to be good, you have to take your opinions completely out of the equation, and you just have to ask, what does the audience want? Like, when I'm making Wheel of Mutt, I don't give a fuck about Madden, and I don't give a fuck about what I add to my team. I only want the video to be entertaining. And for me to get burnt out of doing that, I think my audience would have to no longer like what I was doing. You know what I mean? So it's not like when I'm sitting here playing Madden, like with my friends or in real life, I'm fucking screaming at the TV or I'm spinning a wheel. What the fuck? I'm not doing that. But people love it right now. And I love that they love it. So every time I'm making a video, making a reaction or thinking of something, I'm only thinking about them. There's no personal opinions to it. So when I get my ass whooped, like on Mutt head to head, I'm like, damn, how am I going to make this entertaining? You know? Because I don't care that much that I lost, but I got to make sure that people actually enjoy this video. So yeah, you really got to take the personal aspects out of it. And that's why I'd say a long time ago, I fully emotionally detached from getting invested in this game, because the more invested I got, the more competitive I got, the less entertaining I got, unfortunately. And that's the formula that's worked for me. So I just stay where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredibly interesting, and something that, like, I think that's kind of cool to hear, because it's something I've had trouble with, because I like a certain type of video. I like the videos I put out are something that I like. And obviously, like, I've been about the same level for a few years now. Like, I don't know how many other people are like me, built differently and everything, right?
Nice.
I think that's, like, what you're saying is true, and maybe it's something that I got to think about more. What do people want to watch versus what I want to put out, and what I'd want to watch? What is more, like, people overall want to see out there? And I think, like, I do a lot of information and analysis type videos, but were you always into the entertainment side of, like, Madden and YouTube, or did you ever do, like, informational stuff? Did you start off with informational before transitioning
that first year Madden Mobile was almost entirely, like, statistical, analytical, bots, sniping, coins, like the market, I guess. I mean, there was a huge audience for it at the time, but, like, the entertainment quality has only continued and continued. It really got to a point where when Madden Mobile started to really suck, and I had built up whatever 200,000, 300,000 subscribers off of solely Madden Mobile, I kind of got to this breaking point where it was like, either I can drive my channel into the ground and continue to post Madden Mobile, or I have to jump ship and go play Madden console, because I feel like there's a better future there. And then I switched to console, and my views dropped, like, they literally, like, halved for every single video. And people weren't interested in my tips and tricks or any of the analytical stuff, just because I wasn't known for that, and I also hardly knew what I was talking about. So that's when I was like, fuck, I either got to make these entertaining or just pack it up and go home. So I kind of moved into the entertainment aspect of it. And that's kind of when I came up with Wheel of Mutt, because I was like, damn, I got to fucking spice this up, or I'm just going to the graveyard of dead YouTubers.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of people with a ton of success that have, like either burned out or, like, they have to make a transition, because that's got to be scary. Like, to watch a game company completely kill the product at which you create content on, and like, yeah, you can be angry, but it's like, inevitably it's on them. Like, if console went the way it was going at the beginning of the year and we didn't do anything to, like, tell them, hey, this is shit, console could have easily lost a lot of views. Like, I might be making franchise videos right now, I don't fucking know, but, like, it's brutal, like, seeing those first steps towards oblivion, and like, you lived through it. Like, how scared were you? Like, or you just like, you know what, I'm young. Were you in college at that point?
Yeah, what about my freshman year of college?
And so, like, you had, opportunities ahead of you, and obviously I've also gone to college and stuff, and I could have jumped back into that world, though I don't fucking want to, because this is way better. But, like, yeah, so, like, you had opportunities and stuff, but, like, how scared were you?
It was almost more of, like, it was almost like a sadness, like an ego thing, more than it was scared. It was sad to look at my videos, and I would really like the video, and my audience would say, go play Madden Mobile, you're Madden Mobile gods, why the fuck are you playing this game? It was more depressing than scary. I wasn't scared that my channel was going to die. I was scared that people weren't going to like me anymore. I think that's what I was most scared of. Yeah, I mean, this is the way I always looked at it, and it's how I look at it now. Let's say something catastrophic happened tomorrow, where 75% of all my revenue, 75% of my audience, 75% of everything just fell off a fucking cliff somehow, would it still be worth my time? And right now, if it fell off 95%, it would totally still be worth my time. So I just like, the fear's kind of out of it. It would suck ass. It would, like, emotionally scar me for sure, but I would still do it because I love doing it. And I'm sure you're in the same boat. Even if tomorrow your revenue dropped just 50%, bro, they just fucking halved it somehow on Twitch, on YouTube, on everything. You'd probably still do it. And I would too, because it's just that awesome in comparison to everything else. So
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. Plus, I got a sugar mama, so she can take care of me on the revenue.
nice work. I got a sugar daddy, but it's all the same.
Fuck her. So it is like, yeah. So I guess it's not so much scary, but you've always been a very like self-assured guy. You've been always very confident with yourself, and I think that probably really helped in the transition. No.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it certainly did. I think what helps is, this is going to sound really cynical, but when you look out like across all of YouTube and you see what other people are doing, you see what works. Like if you can just confidently tell yourself, I can do that better than them. Like they're doing this with immense success, I can do it better. So I'm going to be all right. You know, I kind of think about that right now with NCAA football. Like I really just want to be in this position where like my mind and my team is so fucking ready to put out the best shit possible, so that as soon as NCAA hits, boom, I'm the guy. I have to be right there and ready and just ready to jump at it. And if there's other people who do it better than me, you know, I can't sit here and be a little bitch about it. I got to watch their stuff. They're the industry leader. I got to go watch their stuff and say, all right, what are you doing better than me? How are you more successful than me right now? And I'm just going to emulate the fuck out of that until I can do it better. You know what I mean?
That's the game of YouTube, right? It's just copying. Like a lot of people in the Muck community and in other communities too, MLB, are copying. Like I know FIFA, Pazor, and there's the one other guy in FIFA that put out some pretty good. Oh shoot, god dang, I can't remember his name right now. Videos that I've seen pop up, like 100, like win a game or score a touch. Yeah, Fuck Crunch. That's the one I was looking for.
He fucking DM'd me yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Dude, he's a fucking goat. I've been watching his videos and like I've been working on my thumbnails, like emulating what he does. I've been working on some of my videos emulating what he does. And then I get this DM. He goes, bro, I love you. I used to watch your videos all the time. You want to hop on a call sometime? I was like, bro, you're the fucking goat. Yeah, I want to hop on a call. So I haven't called him yet, but that was literally yesterday. Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
Fuck Crunch changed the game for not just his community, but for like every community in the sports gaming world. He did a really good job coming up with those, especially the thumbnails and titles and stuff. And
totally.
What he's done.
Well, but I mean, when you look at it, though, and this is no aside to Fuck Crunch, but I truly believe that my ability to make a video is either on par or better than Fuck Crunch, right? So if he can do it in FIFA with his thumbnails and the ways he's doing it with immense success, I can do that shit too. You know, I might not have the same audience as he does right now, but I know I can get there. And that's kind of the game plan moving forward.
Is this like the end of you gonna drink his milkshake? Is this the end of not no?
No. It's been drank, baby. That milkshake's been gone.
I love your confidence. Yeah, that confidence. That's gotta that's one of the reasons of your success. I feel like is just how much you believe in yourself, and that a lot of people struggle with that. Why do you think like you are also built differently with that?
Well, thank you. I think
is it because you're 6'5", 240?
Yeah, I mean it's the physical stature certainly helps.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I think one thing that I really like is you can't learn confidence. You can't watch enough motivational speeches or like enough motivational YouTube shorts once it clogs your algorithm to gain confidence. You can only gain confidence through experience. So everything that I've failed at and everything that I've succeeded at over a course of time, it compounds on top of you. And when you see those successes, it grows your confidence. And when you see those failures, it worsens your confidence. But when you execute something well and actually do it, and you continue to do it, that's when you start to have success. So I think early on, I had a good amount of success with Madden Mobile. Then it started to fall off, but I recovered. And then I had decent success with Madden, and then it was insane in Madden 20, right? We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've been able to platform and do the rest of stuff I've done successfully, like MMG Live and stuff. And as I keep going up and up, the confidence stays there. So really grateful that I've been able to do all that stuff. And really to anybody listening, if you're trying to grow in that regard, you got to start writing down things that you can actually achieve. I think an issue is people make these insanely lofty goals so lofty that they have no accountability to achieve them. I knew a guy who was a DJ and used to always tell me he wants to go play at Coachella, and I actually hated that fucking goal. I thought it was a horrible goal to have because it was like, there's no clear path to playing at Coachella. You'd have to hit the fucking lottery, or you got to be a DJ for like 12 years. But what might be a better idea is start with a smaller goal and continue to hit those smaller goals and smaller goals. And all of a sudden, you've got the gigantic dick energy to go play at Coachella, and you can finally do it. But to jump from where you're at to go and play at Coachella, it just ain't gonna happen. You gotta understand that.
Yeah, unless you know somebody that does the fucking
yeah, exactly. You gotta be so tapped in.
Yeah. Or like I tried that last year. Last year, my whole goal, so I had like 80,000 subs last year. I'm like, all right, let's get the 100K this year. And I failed it, dude. I thought that was such a small goal. I was like, God damn it. Nobody ever subs this fucking channel. It's just me and the boys in the basement hanging out with our shirts off, doing guy things with our buddies. And so I'm like, whatever, dude. So I'll get there. Not exactly confidence shattering, just like, well, it didn't happen, but we're still living well. So yeah, so goals are good, but like, don't get killed if you don't get there, because then you'll end up like me.
Fox, I'll tell you what, bro. You know what? And the type of content you make would perform so well, and you're going to have to suck up your ego. I had to do it too, and fucking shove it way deep down and never talk about it. But YouTube Shorts may be the most powerful growth metric that has been on YouTube in the last 5+ years. It's why you see these channels balloon in subscriber count. It's not guaranteed to add like a 1-to-1 ratio of views to your long form content, but the stuff that you do could be so good on YouTube Shorts. You can get crazy views with like 1/100th of the effort because it's like a 30-second video, and the analytics are just fucking disgusting. They're literally disgusting. I highly recommend you do it. I think you could kill it too.
Yeah, like the thing about like shorts is that a lot of time what I've seen is like they don't stick around for your long form content though.
You get a decent turnover. It's not 1-to-1, but I have noticed videos perform significantly better because of YouTube Shorts. Like the recent video I had that actually fucking just bombed off, which doesn't happen all the time, was I played NFL's VR virtual reality football game.
That's probably like a long tail one though, right?
Oh yeah, that's a long form. It's a 13-minute video. I posted on October 10th. It's over 1 million views right now. And what I was noticing is on my YouTube Shorts algorithm is a bunch of these NFL VR shits popping up, just random NFL VR stuff, and I never noticed it before. So I posted an NFL VR short, and then I posted a long form video. Lo and behold, long form video absolutely banged. So
yeah,
I mean, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, but it is a really good way to get people to subscribe to your channel, and then over time they will get played your long form content. It's a really good growth metric. It's just not though, like you can't sit there and say, oh, I've got all these subscribers, we're all set, but it is really nice here. If you're on my channel right now, I'll show you the analytics on one that was just ridiculous. To me, it just wasn't like, it didn't go that hard. Like the video to me didn't go that hard, but the subscriber growth off of it was amazing. And I saw a lot of traction on videos right after that. It was a YouTube short for I post a lot of fucking videos. It was a YouTube short from a while back. I'm trying to go find it myself. It was what happens if you score over 1,000 points in Madden. It was my my third ever YouTube short posted. What happens if you score over 1,000 points? It's back in August 31st, right?
Yeah, I see that one.
So I'll show you the analytics on this. So number one, December, January, there's going to start to be like revenue on YouTube Shorts, right? So you can actually make money off of it. Which is crazy, which hasn't been a thing before. If I go into this, it's got 1.8 million views. And if I go to audience, it has gotten me 3,800 subscribers itself. It's a fucking YouTube short, bro. It's a YouTube short. I don't have a single long form video that I could confidently tell you has ever gotten me that many subscribers in a single video. I think on average, maybe 100 or 200 subscribers on a long form piece of content. It's literally hitting a different audience. And I know that audience is younger, and like, that's kind of fucking cringe, right? Because 12-year-olds and shit. But like, those people grow up to watch your content in the long form. All of my audience when I first started watching was 12 and 13. And now all of them are talking about going to college and stuff. So how do I get back to those kids who helped me actually grow like what I have now? This is the way. Mandalorian.
So you're kind of like planting seeds for the future.
This is planting seeds for the future. The long form continues to make my audience love all the things that they originally subscribed for. The YouTube Shorts brings in the new audience so they can love all the things that the current audience loves.
Yeah, like interesting because like I think that's a very interesting, because you think when I look at like short form versus long form and stuff, and your video views, your shorts always do, not always, but a lot of them get less views than your long form. Now I'm seeing some of the older ones. Maybe it's because it takes a while for them to catch on.
So YouTube Shorts algorithm is really like, how do I describe it? It's like lagged out. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how it works. Maybe they just got to catch wind. But let me show you the analytics, actually, because the one that I showed you that just had a 1.8 million, that's a perfect one to give you an example of. When I first posted that for the first week and a half, I was like, holy fuck, I'm washed up. Like, I have no idea how to do this. I don't know how to do this YouTube Short shit, because this is ass. I didn't post where you are right now. I never posted a YouTube Short. My first one is that I found a glitch in Madden, right? So let me show you the analytics on the views in the first 10 days. Or let's go the first 5 days. First 5 days of that YouTube Short got 208,000 views. That is literally half of what my average video would do in 5 days. An average long form is going to do 400K in 5 days, something like that, right? So I was like, holy fuck, I'm washed up. This sucks ass. But long form content, it hits that number and then it plateaus. Hits 400K, maybe it gets a view or two here a day. But YouTube Shorts have this consistent 50. Now let's go every day after that. First 5 days, 200K. Next day, 260, 350, 450, 550, 650, 750, 850 each day. Boom, 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 boom. And even right now, I'll give you the real-time views. Views in the last 48 hours, 10,000. In the last 48 hours. Nobody in the last 48 hours is watching any of that other content. But YouTube Shorts live on forever. So it is an ego check where you look at it and you go, fuck, I'm washed. But it just takes time. These ones just take time. You can't stare at them. You stare at them, you're going to hate yourself. But you just plant the seed and walk off from it. The other thing, it can't hurt. It's not flooding people's sub inboxes. It's not messing with your algorithm. It can only improve.
That's true. Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Did you build Brett Favre's dream team after the controversy came out? Were you like, let's fucking capitalize on him stealing from welfare?
It happened I posted that like 3-4 days before. And sounds like Brett Favre needed the money because it cost me like $300 to give him that. So I hope the volleyball court looks nice.
Oh my, yeah, that's incredible timing. Yeah. So, and yeah, this is all just like fascinating to me. I don't know how much like the Muck community cares, but this shit is just like, you know, eye-opening, like mind-blowing to me, because I tried a few shorts back in the day after I witnessed it doing well at other people's channels, and it didn't go crazy for me. Gutfoxx fears change. That's a good point. Yes. And
we all do. It's okay.
Yeah, we really do. But maybe I should try out some more interesting shorts and stuff. They got to be compelling short. That's the problem. Like, do you do TikTok then?
No, not really. I mean, sometimes you can just take the content you made for YouTube Shorts, switch it over to TikTok. But I strongly believe that people will move from TikTok to YouTube Shorts, like all the TikTokers will, because the revenue that YouTube is going to implement for YouTube Shorts is going to fucking dominate every other platform. So now you're going to be a TikToker and you're sitting there making TikToks for quite literally $0, other than to say that your TikTok follower count's really high, where you could be making the same content on YouTube and actually getting paid. So I think all creators will switch over to primarily YouTube Shorts, and then TikTok, they just post the same thing that they already post on YouTube.
So TikTok will be the delayed content almost.
That's what I believe. I mean,
okay, because
it'll be a pendulum. You know, YouTube's gonna do it, then TikTok's gonna go, fuck, we actually have to pump money into this, and they're gonna pump money into it. But I think
yeah, because I was hoping you're gonna say like, yeah, I'm really getting into TikTok. I'm start dropping it low on that content on that platform. Start doing some dances and stuff.
Yeah, show your ass. It does well over there.
We need that. Do you got that MMG OnlyFans yet?
I bet. As if you're not subscribed. I see your fucking direct messages every day. I see your open requests, $1,500.
Yeah, I paid $50 for this and showed you my dick. Please respond.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's just fascinating to learn from, you know, one of the best out there, and yeah, I gotta fucking get my shit going. And I don't know, are you doing anything? I've seen numbers on like franchise mode, and Bangle had on the channel on the podcast a little bit ago, and he talks about the franchise is getting crazy good view numbers. Are you dipping into franchise at all?
I have a franchise series on MMG Live. It's our fucking it's our revenue runner. It literally runs that fucking channel. And that channel does really well. I love MMG Live. It's such a low lift for me. Not sure if you're familiar too much with what I do on MMG Live, but it's like the podcast channel. We just, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we go live for an hour or two, talk about NFL football. And then at the end of those live streams, we play franchise. And it's fucking sick. It's so much fun. And like the franchise community has been giving me some shit because I really just don't know much about franchise. But they also have been very understanding of the fact that like I don't play franchise. So a lot of people are just giving me tips and stuff. And I finally got it down decent. I'm still not good enough to where the audience is super happy, but I think I'm getting to that point. And I mean, each of those does 100K views every time. People watch the whole damn thing. It's like 25 minutes, so the CPMs are ridiculous. This one, bro. I'm going to show you the analytics on this. This is a 33-minute. This was one final game to break NFL records. That was week 18. It's trying to go for offensive rookie of the year. I think it's down a little bit because I'm not in the playoffs yet. The thumbnail is Drake London catching a ball. It says record breaker. Keep going, I think.
Oh, keep going. Okay.
I'm trying to see what day it was posted on. It was posted on October 13th.
So like 2 weeks ago. Okay. Rematching and division round. No, that's 2 weeks ago. What was the view number?
It was right before. It was literally right before. It's like 130K views.
Here it is. One final game to break NFL records.
Bingo. Yeah, that's it. So that video took me 50 minutes live. So people watch it live when we actually go live. And then we send it off to the editor who polishes it, makes it prettier for anyone who just watches the clip outs. So the analytics on this playback, this isn't even that good, honestly, but it's still disgusting. Playback base CPM was 11, RPM was 650. So let me see the average retention time on this. Engagement, audience retention. Average view duration was 16 minutes. 33-minute video. That's fucking bonkers for ads.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
good.
super good. And I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't even come close to MMG. Like on MMG, the CPMs are just ridiculous. But that's because every single video is a 20-minute video, and they all do that. So playback-based CPM, you can be up in the 18, 19 range. Whereas we've got like a 4-minute videos where we're just talking about, our predictions, whatever. That kind of harms your CPMs. But yeah, I mean, dude, you should do franchise. We're doing a brand new fantasy draft coming up here. We're doing a brand new fantasy draft on the 1st. Can't fucking wait. That's gonna be a blast. Nice. Yeah, I would be moving over there. That place is goated.
Yeah,
it's easy too. Get all the dudes that are. You're telling me all the guys in your Twitch wouldn't love to be in a franchise with you. So all we do each week, we literally just like go live and do franchise. Like,
so you actually have a 32-man franchise.
Yeah, there's 32 dudes in it. It's just in my Discord. All the guys who are like constantly in MMG Live get access to it, and they've each got a team, and it's super fun. Fantasy drafting is super fun. That's like, I can't wait to do that. That's gonna have like crazy. Dude, I was just playing the Super Bowl yesterday, and I think I had 6,500 live viewers on YouTube, which isn't crazy by any numbers, but it was really crazy for us. That's the second channel. And people were they pulled in waves to come watch us just play the Super Bowl. It was an awesome game, too.
Is the reason you're on YouTube, you got a YouTube deal for streaming? Is that the reason you're on YouTube?
No, I really like it.
You like it better than Twitch? Because you've streamed on Twitch before.
Yeah, I just got to dick around when I stream on Twitch. But the reason I do it on YouTube is so that we can clip out the content. It's the simplest content ever. We go live, and I'll sit there and guess which teams are going to win. The Dolphins are going to beat the Steelers. The Patriots are going to beat the Ravens, whatever, right? So I've already made the content by talking about it live. Then at the end of the live stream, we clip it out with 0 editing and post it on YouTube for double the revenue. You do it on Twitch, you have to move your whole audience from Twitch over to YouTube and make those same clip outs. I don't think that's as effective. People can be on YouTube watching your live stream, and on the sidebar, they can see MMG's Week 8, selections, MMG's Week 8 picks. And to me, it was like I can run. Yeah, go ahead.
I've always said I like to diversify my platforms I'm attached to, because if you get clapped somewhere, your entire livelihood isn't gone. So like, you've run into a few controversies yourself, which we don't need to get into, but you've been on the bad side of Pokimane, which she got entire categories canceled. She's gotten people banned and stuff for good reason at times, obviously, but like that's why like I feel like being on Twitch, being on YouTube, and having both those things going is a little bit more diversified. It's not as cancelable almost.
I see what you mean. I think your ability to be canceled is determined by your audience that you build. For example, someone like Ariana Grande, whose audience is a bunch of 11-year-old girls, like she's fucked. She can never slip up. If she just doesn't have the option. Same with Pokimane. Like if your audience is built on this idea that you are sensitive to things and you are going to stand on a soapbox for things, that's okay. There's tons of good people out in the world who won't say the stupid misogynist shit I'll say, and that's fine. But I built my audience on people who expect that from me, right? So Pokimane comes out and say MMG's a misogynist. MMG says this, MMG says that. My audience is gonna go, yeah, and so the fuck what? Like we knew that already. I got my favorite read over here, Why Women Deserve Less. It's a great book. I think everybody should have it. It's a Gutfoxx, I'm kidding. I won't get you canceled. It's a fake book. There's no writing in it.
Yeah, I'm dead on this platform. I should have never brought that shit up.
There's no writing in it. Right? But I'm just
okay.
saying, like, people, your audience determines whether you can be canceled or not fucking twitter.com. I wouldn't care if all of twitter.com clipped all the worst shit I said and put it on Twitter. It would only make my audience think I'm funnier because I'm pissing off a bunch of people on Twitter. Like, they just would never care.
Yeah, but like, what if you go full Andrew Tate on it though, and they cancel even your Gmail?
If I went full Andrew Tate, I think they could and should fully cancel me. But here's the thing. I could be canceled, but that's only if I went against everything I stood for. So if I turned a switch and did the opposite, and I started to censor all my content, and I told my whole audience, hey, I'm so sorry, you guys. I got to be PG because I'm scared of getting censored, and I don't want to make misogyny jokes anymore because it offends women. And I started doing all that, then they would cancel me. You see what I mean? It only goes against what you've conditioned your audience for. So if I started to be PG and fucking suck the teat of the establishment, and I started to love EA and talk about how EA is doing a great job, I'm going to get shit on by my audience. So then it works the opposite for someone like Pokimane. If Pokimane is going to stand on a soapbox and say that you shouldn't do X, Y, and Z, and then she goes and does X, Y, and Z, her audience is going to shit on her.
So it's about being a hypocrite, in your opinion.
It's about being a hypocrite, yes, absolutely. Or just setting your audience like the expectations of what you do, what you believe in. You know, I think it makes it a lot easier. I genuinely believe the only thing I can do to get canceled is start to do what Pokimane does, like start to be PG. That's the only way I think my audience would turn on me in that regard.
Huh? That's an interesting concept. Because you've been under the hate microscope before. Your deal with it, like I know you and Keemstar got into something, right? I don't really pay attention to drama that much, but you just kind of like say one thing or just ignore it, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, the Keemstar thing, I responded to his tweet. I ratioed the shit out of him. The Keemstar thing is, I've just never liked Keemstar. Just had a personal affinity to not like him. And I think one of the things is he puts out stories and he talks about it as, alleged. And I think that's just really silly. So even Keemstar himself is admitting that he doesn't know if the story's true, but I'm going to put this guy in the thumbnail and I'm going to do the title and I'm going to put it out anyway. I really didn't like that. What had happened was some girl had accused Danny Duncan of like some sexual harassment or sexual assault, something like that, right? And it's a serious topic, but what I didn't like is the title and the thumbnail implied that it was already true. But then you got into the meat of the video and he's just interviewing this girl and there's no proof and there's no anything and there's no, real discourse or back and forth. Yet the title and thumbnail imply otherwise. It's kind of like any news article, right? They'll just say something, but then you get into the meat of it and there's nothing there. There's no substance. And so I was on MMG Live and all of my chat was blowing up with like, yo, what about Danny Duncan? Is Danny Duncan going to jail? Danny Duncan. I was like, how are you guys this fucking stupid? What do you mean? Is Danny Duncan going to jail? Nothing happened with Danny Duncan. The only thing that happened was Keemstar made a video that looks like he did something, but you go watch the video, nothing happened. And then I was just saying, like, you guys are actually trusting Keemstar as a source? That's like using fucking Wikipedia on your English paper. That's the least reliable source anyone's ever going to take. That's what I said. Keemstar is pissed about it. Made a Twitter video. I replied, I said, I ain't reading all that, but Ligma ratioed the piss out of him and never got followed up. But you know what Keemstar said? Here's what Keemstar said in his Twitter. He said, if this turns out to be true, you're going to look really, really bad. And he's right, except it didn't turn out to be true. And now there's no follow-up, there's no recourse, there's no nothing. So I think in Keemstar's motto, you can kind of just say whatever you want. And if it's true, you can go back to people and shit on them. And if it's not true, you just act like it never happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I thought was stupid because it never happened. Danny Duncan never got in any trouble. No one ever pressed any charges. There was never any real evidence brought forth, and it got swept under the rug. So now do I go to Keemstar and say, hey, bud, you owe me an apology? Nothing ever happened. No, I'm just going to fucking walk it off. But had something happened, you can bet your ass Keemstar is going to blow up my Twitter DMs and at me on just about everything, you know?
So what the... So when you did that, like, that's the risk, right? Like you get called out again, but like, yeah, obviously he just moves on the next one because he's like, oh, just, I'm just saying stuff allegedly, just giving both sides of a story. Like, how much were you worried about that? I guess that was gonna be my follow up too.
Zero. I don't worry anything about Keemstar. Keemstar's not a credible source. If there's somebody that like I really look up to, who really doesn't like me, I think that weighs on my head heavier. Like when Keemstar tweeted me, I just thought it was hilarious. I wasn't worried about Keemstar, but when Angry Joe made that rant about me, I was really sad about that. That weighed on me for like a week, I'd say. I hit up my YouTube guy. I was like, hey, like, can you get me in contact with somebody who's been through this? Because I really don't like this. Because I like that guy. I liked his old rants, and to see him use me as the poster boy for that was pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's not like I don't actually stir the pot. I'll just say things that I actually believe in. Like, I'm not actually looking for the drama, but like the things I said about Keemstar and Danny Duncan, I felt strongly about that. So I didn't really care if Keemstar responded to me. Were you getting hate comments? Would you get more from the Angry Joe or the Keemstar? Oh, I got nothing from Keemstar. I got a ton from Angry Joe. But like, it's just true, especially in YouTube, that people are really dumb. People have like a 30-second total memory. Not even, very short term. On YouTube, so Angry Joe, like the day I posted that, I got probably like 1,000 hate comments, like from that guy. Then the next day, I got like another 500. Next day, another 200. And after probably 6 or 7 videos, completely fell off a cliff. Never heard about it ever again. And that's it. And it's like, damn, I really could do and say anything, and people are just going to forget. I mean, Keemstar dropped the hard R on live Twitch. Hard R. People forget that. Keemstar still got a career. He's still making videos all the time. You just keep posting. People have short-term memory.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like the outrage culture and everything, and people forget about, there's a new outrage to be outraged about, and they forget about the old one, and it's kind of like the old news is not exciting anymore. I get what you're saying. Interesting that you say that, and it kind of ties back to our long-form content falling off after a couple days, what you talked about earlier, whereas if Angry Joe would have made a short about that, you'd still be getting shit on, right?
If what? If he had made a YouTube short?
Remember when you said earlier that shorts still get views?
You're actually totally right. You're actually totally right. And you know what? His Angry Joe's whatever Madden rant, that's probably just going to get relinquished to the halls of not caring on YouTube.com. But a YouTube short lives forever. You really hate somebody, make a YouTube short on them. That's a pretty good idea right there.
The true weaponized YouTube. Yeah, like, it is crazy because those are like, major figures in controversies and stuff, and you've been through and you've kind of been through the grind, and that kind of like comes with like the level of fame that you're at. Like, you're talking about like you're in LA. What are you filming? Are you making like TV shows or something?
Sorta. My management team has me doing a lot of in-person stuff now, which just has me flying a lot more. And my family's from Michigan. I'm from Michigan. I live on West Michigan. It's just a very inaccessible area. It's where a lot of people go to retire or raise a family. And I think for someone in my position, it's not the spot to be, which is why I have the house in Arizona too, 30 minutes from a big major airport. But I guess I'll give you an example. Like this weekend, we were going to go do this shoot with Toyota. Toyota wanted to do this like video game themed driving of their brand new hatchback, which is manual or something. So I had to learn how to drive manual and then go down to LA for that shoot. And they were going to pay me bands to just be on camera and be excited and smile and stuff like that. Another one we're doing is with 3 Olives. They're like a vodka company, and they're a main sponsor of like 5 NCAA teams, and they're doing tailgates there. So we're going to pull up to one of the tailgates and tell people to come through and taste test the vodka. That'll be pretty cool. I'm excited to do that one. The other one is
You guys
Gillette.
gonna start
Like,
a fucking riot at a college game? Everybody's gonna be so
yeah,
fucking drunk, huh?
and we'll all be drunk
It'd be
as
like
shit
5-cent
too.
beer night all over again. Wait,
Yeah.
sorry, was that?
No, they'll all be drunk as shit too, so it'll be an extra problem.
Totally. Like that's kind of like, what does video game driving even entail? Are you guys gonna like shoot at each other like Grand Theft Auto or something, or
I
are you guys gonna be taking off
genuinely
jumps?
have no idea, and I feel like the less I know going in, it always goes better because I just go in with a really good attitude and I let them know I'm ready to do whatever they tell me and do it as best I can, and then I just go from there. I don't like to
If
get
they
in my
tell
own
you,
head
hey,
about it.
we need you to jump this gorge, are you gonna fucking boot up?
Because I don't have a choice. I'm already there, right? Yep.
Craziest shit. That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
fun.
Great. Hey, I saw somebody came to your house on Twitter and asked for an autograph. That was
So dumb.
pretty fun, huh? Did you get a lot of
Dude,
stalkers?
No, this was like purported by the mother, which I just thought was sad. I was recording a Wheel of Mutt and my dog's going crazy. So I go to the front door and I see an SUV I've never seen and two people I've never seen. The son was about 18 and he was freaking out, very excited, clearly to meet me. And, I kind of thought, it was like my neighbor's cousin or something, right? Because my neighbors live next to me. They know who I am. So if my neighbors were like, hey, that's MMG's house, go say hi. That's one thing. But she was like, oh, no, we're from out of town. Like, we found your address. Like, we were hoping we could get a picture. So are you kidding me? Yeah, I know how the conversation went, 'cause she's probably a very good mother and really loves her son. Her son says MMG lives somewhere around here. Then she goes, plays Sherlock Holmes and tries to find it as best she can, and she finds it. And then she puts it in her maps and pulls up to my house and really expects anything but hostility from me. I couldn't believe it. I was pretty short and rude with her, but I made sure it was out of the earshot of the son, and I took a picture with him. But yeah, that was a bummer. I really couldn't believe she did that. I mean, she's at least 40, 45. I mean, she was a younger mother, but old enough. I mean, anybody's pretty much, I think once you hit the age of probably 20, you're probably old enough to know that that's a little uncomfortable. So I was pretty frustrated that she did that.
I mean, I would have been weirded out at 12.
Right?
That seems strange.
Yeah, I mean, I think of my mom. She's just so amazing. If I had told my mom I really wanted something, I'm sure she would have done anything she could to make it happen. So to that degree, I see it, but it's like, do you love your son so much that you're like delusional to like common social tact? Like that was just crazy to me. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and if you're so easy to find, if you ever have like a psycho, like, Dr. Disrespect's place got like shot at a few years ago, like there's been major issues. Does that scare you?
Well, I think that's part of the reason why I'm bothered is that it's like, damn, this crazy lady could find it. Anybody could find it. I mean, I think the only thing I got going in my favor is I move damn near every 6 months, right? So,
yeah.
They might be pulling up to my old addresses still, and who knows if I'll still be at this address. But, I mean, I think in the long run, if I can continue to hit my goals and go where I need to be, I think I'm just going to go to a gated community. That sounds so fucking pretentious, but I would love to have an armed guard at a gate vetting people coming into the neighborhood. That sounds so fucking pretentious and silly, that's kind of where I want to be. Yeah. I don't know if I'm just like really anxious about it, but I'd like to be at that point, but I'm not there right now.
No shot you're not there right now. You're fucking dealing with Toyota. They're like fucking like, hey, go have fun with our fucking car. Go take it off a cliff somewhere or something.
Yeah, exactly.
No shot.
Yeah, fuck them. Let's get it, baby. I got you'll see me on Twitch today. I got a sponsored live stream with Tide Pods. So if you're ever trying to do some laundry, I got you, my guy.
Yeah, well, Tide Pods are cool for laundry, but I just enjoy the taste of them.
I don't know. You have too many. I hear that's not good, Gutfoxx.
But it's a challenge. I had to do it.
They look like fruit gushers, bro. If they didn't want them to be edible, then they shouldn't make them look so tasty.
Wait. Hang on. Don't say that. You're going to get your sponsorship canceled.
Oh, shit. That's a good point. All right. Nobody send this to Tide, all right?
Yeah.
Nobody send this to Tide.
Yeah. I've definitely heard of creators losing sponsorships, like literally right before they're going to take the sponsorship. Because of one of them was like they were gonna partner with like a gambling company, and they're like on Twitter like, I don't like gambling, but I got a sponsorship coming up, but they gave me the bag. Like, how much do you feel like taking sponsors? And like, I know I'll hear about your opinion on gambling here in a second if you would be willing to share. Of course. But like, how much do you feel like, how much your morals play into like who you take?
There's just not that many immoral ones. Gambling is probably the close to the edge of immoral that I would take. I think, and I'm currently reconsidering things like that sponsorship myself, because I have a little bit of a problem with it. But I think gambling is just like anything else that you can have an addiction with: nicotine, pornography, alcohol, in that there are people who can consume in moderation, and it's super fun. It's a recreational activity. It's a great time for you and your friends. That's how I am with alcohol. I've got no problem with that. I've got close family members who are just full-blown alcoholics. They can never touch a beer again in the rest of their life, right? So would I take an alcohol sponsorship? Yes, I would. I feel personally that you can do it in moderation and you can have fun with it. And I don't think you should be able to take that away from people. Same thing with a weed sponsorship. I smoke weed probably 2 times a week on average. I absolutely love it, but I know that it detracts from my productivity, so I just don't smoke that much, right? Some people can smoke every day and be more productive. And some people smoke all the time, and it ruins their life. It makes them unproductive. It sucks the life out of them. They don't show up to their responsibilities. It calms their anxiety, but it freezes them. So I would take a weed sponsorship because I understand that. But for me personally, I've had a problem with gambling. I know people can go in casinos, set a limit, and not go past it. That's not always me. I really like gambling, right? So I'm at this point where I don't gamble anymore. Fully quit. I don't have the ability. I was that same way with nicotine. I had, people sometimes they say I only smoke nicotine. I only hit Juuls or vapes or puff bars when I'm drunk. Well, that wasn't the case for me. As soon as I got hooked, I was full-blown fucking hooked. So I said, I have to quit cold turkey. I cannot recreationally enjoy this hobby. So I quit cold turkey nicotine like November 5th of 2020. I think it's something. It was November 5th of 2020. So it's been 2.5 years, something. I have no desire to do it, and I won't ever do it again.
Was it your big campaign, Be Cool, Don't Juul?
Don't Juul, not cool, baby.
Oh, that's it is. Yeah.
I was smoking nicotine when I came up with that. That was 2019, So a fucking hypocrite. Well, it's just like Danny Duncan, like virginity rocks. I don't think you had to be a virgin to wear it, but it's just ironically funny no matter what.
That is true. That is a good point. Also with that, I don't know. I see people get addicted to slots, and I never really understood that because I'll play a slot machine, and then it'd be like, I have no idea why I just won or why I lost, and I always look for information on how you win on these things, and they're never there. I don't understand how people like those games because I don't get the point of them. But yeah, I'm even just that's my brain needing to understand things in order to enjoy them. But yeah, it's interesting how people are built so differently and addicted to so many different things. What about you said addiction to porn? How much do you feel like you and your sex dungeon, along with my sex dungeon, have contributed to that problem in America?
Well, here's the thing that I don't understand with pornography. I cannot find good research on it. I just can't. I can't find good research on, there is a very straightforward, clear path with gambling addiction. You lose your fucking money. And the more you gamble, it doesn't inhibit your ability to continue the addiction. That's like a difference between that and alcoholism, right? Alcoholism is horrible, but you will get to a point where you've consumed so much alcohol that you're either inebriated beyond belief and you just can't even move anymore, right? Or you got to get your liver pumped because you can't even function, or you die. Nothing will stop you from gambling. And when I look at all the research on pornography, I don't even know if it's a real addiction. I couldn't even confidently tell you that I know it's a real addiction. But I do know that there's been points in my life where I'm consuming so much of it that it's butting into other parts of my life. It's decreasing my productivity, or I'm watching too much. It makes me feel weird in an actual relationship. I know for a fact that's not good. I don't need research to tell me that. I can straight up live my life and know that ain't good. You know what I mean?
Not gonna lie, I thought you were setting up a joke there about researching pornography.
I don't have that in my duffel bag of jokes, dude. I'll think of one though and get back to you.
Yeah, interesting. So there's so many different things. Remember when this podcast was about Mutt?
It is, dude. I play Mutt while I watch porn. That's not a problem, right?
No, not a problem. Maybe it helps, relax you and keep you making cool, hot reads out there.
Why do you think I'm so fucking amped when I'm pulling packs? It's not about the packs, Scott. All right? It's not about the packs, Foxy. Come on, baby.
Wow. I didn't even think of that. Now it's all coming together, man. You're just so excited because on the other screen is I'm guessing you've gone so far down the hole. You're like into like a JILF porn now, right? Because the normal stuff just ain't working for you. Grandmas are getting.
I just watch naked girls open mutt packs. That's
that
pretty
actually,
much it.
Yeah, that might go hard. Naked yoga and mutt packs is the YouTube algorithm a secret going.
Yeah,
forward.
NYMP. You've never gone to that category?
No, what's that?
NYMP, naked yoga mutt packs. It's a real thing, guys. Just click categories, bro.
Damn.
Expand your horizons.
You are absolutely like blowing my brain up today with so many things I didn't have no freaking clue. You're so young yet so wise, MMG. It's wild.
Thank you. I love it.
Yeah. So, are you swinging back to Mutt for a second? Are you opening packs right now still? Are you on pack strike at all?
Oh fuck! I'm so sorry. I'm getting a call. I will be gone for 30 seconds. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. NYMP. Yeah. Chat. Any questions while we wait here? Anything you want to talk about in regards to Mutt or anything while we wait for the phone call? Let me hear from chat for a second, because there's a couple more things about Mutt. We did kind of talk about Mutt for quite a long time at the start. Are you back, MMG? No, I thought I heard something in the background. Does he like feet? Great conversation. Tide just called and canceled. Wait, this is about Madden. Will Bryce Young solve the Lions problem? We did talk about the Lions before the podcast, actually, when we were on stream. How many Roman swipes should I use? All right, how many Roman swipes should I? I'll write that one down, Vic, for you. Wire Lions Gold. This is awesome.
What's up, big baller? I'm back. Sorry about that.
Sweet. I was asking the chat if they had any questions. I was writing some down. So this one comes in from Victionary.
What's up, Vic?
We all know. How many Roman swipes should he use?
Vic, you're gonna need about 100, dude. Just load up on them. You know? Do you know Roman swipes, Scott?
No. What are those?
It's one of my sponsors, but it is what is it? It's intended to make you last longer during sex.
Oh.
Yes, well, that's why Vic needs it.
Isn't that what the pornography's for?
Yeah, that works too. I think that studs your brain, though. I don't think Roman swipes would do that to you, not to my knowledge.
There you go. Okay. Did you smash Liv Cowherd?
I wish. No, I was gonna hang out with her one time in California, and I never got to. Bummer. I think she's a little out of my league. I was lucky to even be in the position, so I'm grateful for that.
Dog, that's not the MMG confidence that I was so used to. I was just saying how your confidence has done you so well in life, and look what I'm hearing now.
It's all about the self-awareness. I know I can make a better YouTube video than somebody. I don't know if I can compete with Trey Lance for a girl, though, so I'll take my L.
Yeah, Trey Lance, huh? But he sucks. He doesn't even play football.
Oh, he's injured, Gut.
Yeah, was I wrong? Jimmy G better.
That's perfect. Thanks so much. Sorry, I'm all set.
No, I just said Jimmy G's better and better looking. So
yeah, I mean,
think you're okay.
He's better right now. They're both good looking though. They're the most handsome QB duo. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I miss the days of Big Fat Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh when he was locking down the good looks category.
Delusion. That's Pittsburgh delusion right there.
It totally is.
Big Ben is in the bottom 10 most attractive.
Yeah, he was fugly and a huge asshole, I heard. There was one question I heard. Are the Lions ever going to be competitive?
You know, I had dinner with Charles Haley, like a Cowboys legendary linebacker one time.
Uh-huh.
He straight up told me, he was talking to me like I was on the Lions franchise, which I'm not. He goes, you know what's the problem with the Lions? They'll never win anything. They'll never win anything. He's being dead serious. He's not even making a joke. He just wants to tell me how the Lions will never win anything. He goes, they have a losing culture. Everyone who goes to that program, they know that they're just going to lose. They're just getting their bag and get out of there. You can never change that. He goes, the Lions, in my lifetime, will never win a Super Bowl. And I've got 40 years left. And ever since he said that to me, I'm just fucking floored. I believe it. He sucked the life out of me.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's good, but then you get a quarterback, right? Cincinnati was trash, but then they got a quarterback, number 1 overall. Like if you got number 1 overall, that could change your franchise and your losing ways around. Same thing happened to like what about Buffalo? Like they're known losers. They've been like decent, but now they got Josh Allen and a decent, coaching staff. Like I don't know. I feel like losing culture is there when you're losing, but all it takes is a couple W's to turn it around. So like I don't know. How much do you believe in culture?
You need a guy. You need a quarterback. I think that's our big problem right now. I think so long as Jared Goff is there, the team is just going to believe like it's not our year and it's not supposed to be. So they got to get somebody in there who proves that we can win ball games.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like we see like Belichick and his incredible winning culture after he lost the Hall of Fame quarterback. Now look at him. So
yeah, I mean he's still getting it done better than a lot of programs and he's probably got less talent overall. Like on paper, that's why teams look good on paper, but they just aren't. Also, I think one thing about NFL football that like the fans are not connected in with the players about is like all the drama, like the actual drama and whether players actually give a fuck or not. Like it's their career, like that's why I think people really like college football. These guys just want to win. They love the team. They love the sport. They're bought in. It's really difficult to say that in the NFL. There are guys who are fully bought in, love the team, love the program, want to win. And there's guys who are getting $2 million a year and they're trying to dig themselves and their family, into long-term generational wealth. So the only important thing to them is staying healthy. And it's kind of hard to, as a fan, to look at the teams and say, this guy actually cares or this guy just wants to get his bag and get out of here.
I think you're absolutely correct. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a job for these guys. But, like, part of your job is putting in the hard work in the weight room, dedication. Like, some coaches are better. I feel like Tomlin's strength is people saying the standard is the standard. And even if people treat it as a job and, kind of wants people to treat it as a job, to, like, just put in the work. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day for a lot of this. Whereas, like, I mean, college, a lot of them, this is all their football is going to be. But there are, like, the star athletes who are just waiting for college to be over, like they skip bowl games and stuff. And so, it's that at every level. Some people are there just because, like, they're getting a scholarship too. But, like, it's true. I mean, you have that in everything in life. There's a lot of Madden YouTubers that literally only do it and streamers for the check. And they don't really care. They don't really like Madden. It is what it is. So, like,
you're describing me. Gutfoxx, you just described me. You know that, right? You understand that, right?
I'm in this tweet and I don't like it. Report the shit out of it.
Yeah, it's okay. I already reported your Twitch channel.
Damn it. Well, here's the thing. You're not Pokemon, so I'm not that worried.
I'm gonna cancel you, Gutfoxx. I'm gonna stand on my soapbox and say how you're mean to me on Twitch.tv.
Well, that all started from like a hot or not video or something, right?
Yep, smash your pass. I called her a titty streamer. I called her a fake titty streamer. Oof. I said, you might as well put the cleats out already because you're basically a titty streamer. I'm on Twitch right now, huh? I'm going to get you in trouble. I'm sorry. I take it all back, Pokemon. Love you so much. Donate my life savings.
I'm just going to move on. I'm not going to touch that, dude.
Ass, boy. We're whooping your ass in the sim.
She got a guy making $360 million. His entire category canceled. I'm not touching that, dude.
Who?
We love Pokemon. We love. Oh, you didn't see Train made $360 million off his gambling sponsorship?
Oh, I know that. One of my he's cousins with one of my good friends. He's dummy bred it up. That's like a whole level of selling out your morality, though. His shit was so degenerate. Like, oh my god. Angry Joe was talking about how my Madden pack openings are inspiring gambling. I hope he never meets Trainwrecks, bro. Holy fuck.
This is kind of like let's stir the fucking pot hour. I'm actually kind of enjoying this.
No, this is just how I talk on every video. It's just sometimes people like Pokemon decide to pick it up and run with it. Most other people just ignore me. So it's a smart way to do it.
Do you think it's because like hopefully people realize a lot of it is just like you fishing for reactions, trying to joke around and stuff like that?
Well, I really am not. I'll be honest with you. Like I pick and choose my battles and I just say what I believe in. I'm not actually stirring the pot. I think if I was actually stirring the pot, there'd be a lot of good calculated ways to do it, but I don't want to unnecessarily put myself into drama. That's just how I feel about it. I have an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion on a lot of things, but I always had an opinion on Trainwrecks. I think he's a very entertaining guy. I just strongly believe his content is like so far off the platform of degenerate that you can't even justify it. Like, I get that Madden packs to some degree are kind of like gambling, but I think you pull a hamstring when you reach that far. But when the dude's on there throwing fucking 50 bands on a blackjack table or like $10,000 minimum slots, like, that's crazy, man. That's, you just sold your soul.
What do you think about like Drake doing the same thing? I mean, do you feel like it's wrong for him to do it too?
Who?
Drake. I think Drake was sponsored by Steak, also live streaming it. Like, I'm surprised he didn't get as much crap as other streamers did.
Jesus Christ. I didn't even know he was doing it. I think that certainly helps. I mean, Trainwreck is kind of the face of that content, though, you know? Like, he's I'm sure a bunch of people, I'm pretty sure Corinna Koff does it, bro. But she's already kind of off the degenerate bandwagon, so she's in that same category. Like, you can respect people's hustle you can respect people's hustle while also believing that it is immoral. Like girls who make an obscene amount on OnlyFans. I think that's like a unique prostitution loophole, I guess. And I would personally judge anyone in my personal life if they did it. If I had a friend who did it, I would judge them. I still would be their friend, though. Like, you can like someone's character and like a lot of things about them and still judge them on morality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like it's weird. Like, you and I differ on so many of these opinions. Like, I think I just don't care, right? Like, if somebody's getting paid on OnlyFans, I don't care. If somebody's making money off gambling, I don't care. Like, that literally doesn't affect my life at all. And spending brain cells on like, hey, that's not good is like not something that is it's never really struck me as something I really care. Like, I'll make fun of people, but like in the end, like, yeah, talking shit, but like I just don't really give a fuck. Like, is this gonna affect my dinner tonight? No. Like, that's like maybe me being fat makes this a little different. And like I don't know. At the end of the day, like I don't know. I just don't judge people because I don't care enough.
That's good. And that's the way. I think if everybody handled politics that way, we'd all be a lot happier. You ever like talking to somebody whose like whole life revolves around politics? Like, it's all they talk about, and they like go home and fucking mauled about it all day. It's like, you just gotta give it up, bro. You gotta give it up.
I know people that like read the newspaper a lot and get like really worried about how bad the world is and stuff, and I'm like, I think that shit's just bad for you. Like, newspaper, like, we should talk about that, like news addiction, like same thing as porn addiction, right? Because like in the news industry, if it bleeds, it leads. If something bad's happening, that's front page headline, and so like it makes you think the world is terrible when in fact the world's never been better. Like, America, like, this shit's fucking great, but like there are still issues. Yeah.
Sitting on your fucking iPhone, tweeting about how shitty your life is, sitting in your air-conditioned home on your couch with your iPhone, talking about how shitty life is. Bro, come on.
Like, I got more shit right now than fucking kings of, like, 500 years ago.
You're a king,
like,
bro.
Yeah, we're all fucking kings. You're, like, with technology, like, if tomorrow we wanted to fly somewhere, we got that fucking technology. Like, it's crazy.
Where you want to
like,
go, Gut? Honeymoon?
If I want to get... What's that?
Honeymoon? Question mark?
Me and you, or me and the wife?
Me and you have a wife? You better tell her you're cheating on her, because we're leaving tomorrow.
What? With you, me and you? Where are we going? Cancun? Oh no, what's hot?
We're going to Bora Bora, my guy. You ever heard that shit?
No, that's a long flight.
It's so exotic. It's got two names, and then they're the same name. Oh. Shit goes hard.
A name so nice they gave it twice.
Yeah, heater.
Yeah, so anyways, yeah, like, so I'll just go enjoy cinnamon later for dinner and exotic, other exotic spices and stuff in my food, and it is kind of, I don't know, it sucks that people live so much in the negativity nowadays. But yeah, I like, it's kind of like your opinion on Mutt, right? Like, fucking shit's bad, but like, you don't care, and I feel like that's a lot of the issues around what you're talking about with some of the fucking problems. It's like, I guess I care about Mutt. Right, because that's like my life right now, right. is Mutt stuff, and it's your life too. But I think you're much healthier with it than I am.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got there though. Like, I wouldn't say I wasn't always there. I think Madden 18-19, when I just gave so much of a fuck, the amount of rant videos and just like frustration I felt, you know.
Yeah.
I think especially as a content creator, like, you gotta have. I assume you have long-term goals with this. Like, I know you do because you're still doing it, right? So, I think it'd be a good idea to find a way to emotionally detach. Then you could just Just like you can like instead of like putting your energy into like what's wrong, you put all your energy into like making the best content for your audience, which I think you already do. I'm not like preaching, I guess, but yeah, if you ever like whenever I find myself getting pissed off at Madden, I always had to just take a deep breath and go like, dude, what am I doing? I just can't care this much. I can't. I don't have the fucking balls. I don't have the time to care this much. You know?
I think that's very healthy. And like when you said goals, I looked at the camera and said, I don't what's like a goal? I don't have a goal. I just want to like show up every day, have like just play the fucking game and chill with the dudes on Twitch. Like I guess I don't have goals. Like
that is a goal though. I mean, to make it a career. If your goal is to make it your career and to continue to make it your career, then yeah, that's probably a good step as far as like the positivity and overall health of playing. And it does suck though, I tell you, because people always go to me and they're like, "You're the Madden guy, right?" Like if anybody who I just randomly meet, "You're the Madden guy, bro. Like I'll run you, like play a game with me." I'm like, I'll be honest, you probably would. Like I have zero desire to be good at this game. I have zero desire to like play the meta or get the best players. I just like you'd probably whoop my ass. Bro, I played Micah Parsons the other day. He beat me like 28-6, like actual Micah Parsons. Fucking flooded me, dude. It was a miracle I got 6.
Yeah, he's pretty good at the game though. He plays.
The motherfucker had John Elway the day he came out. Tried to tell me he grinded for him. It's like my fucking ass, Micah. You logged in. He was sitting on your account.
I mean, do you think Micah he could have grinded packs? I mean, he could have bought and sold and had the.
No, he was full of shit. I called him out and he started laughing. So we both knew what was going on there.
He gets granted by EA, which is
he does
sponsorship, and that's probably.
No, I mean it's cool. Fuck it, you can get granted cards. That's sick. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I just meant like that guy's an NFL player. He's got a real life, and I'm supposed to be a Madden guy. And he whooped my ass. So that shows you just how good I am at this game.
The thing is, like, Snoop Dogg's got his very own Snoop Dogg card. They used to have, like, Madden, like, Parsons, they'd have, like, their own 99 overall cards in the game. I don't think they do that for, like, real players anymore, but they used to have that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, you knew when you were playing, like, the real person because their account had that 99 overall. So, you'll know if you're playing Snoop Dogg because they'll have the Snoop Dogg wide receiver. But
that's fucking sick. I didn't know that.
Hey, we never answered the question. Are you on Pack Strike or did you take the phone call in order to avoid the question? I can just move on.
That's a pretty good point. Let me think. Well, I certainly never like consciously looked at Pack Strike and was like, wow, I'm hopping on the bandwagon. Like, I can't wait to do that. But I also just didn't have any pack opening videos planned, like at all. Let me go look back and see the last time I opened packs and how many I've opened since. When would you say Pack Strike started? So short answer, no, I'm definitely not on Pack Strike. But long answer, I really don't even think I've opened that many packs since Pack Strike started. So I'm kind of participating on accident.
Nice. The backdoor commitment. We're here for that.
The unintentional commitment.
So I've been on Pack Strike since it started because I thought its goals were good, and I felt like the goals laid out got met. And we talked about this earlier, but like the problem is there's so many fucking errors in Madden that like how do we go off Pack Strike since EA listened and changed these certain things, but they're also fucking up in so many things like. Should I just like stay on it all year because there's always problems with the game and keep doing that? Or should I say, fuck it, we're done because they answered us and they started listening to us? Like, remember like the Josh Jacobs got +1 speed yesterday? So like they've been more responsive. They started giving rewards. There's still fucked up things in the game, don't get me wrong. Like, what do you, for those still on Pack Strike, what's your advice to them, MMG?
Well, I guess the question is, why were you opening them in the first place? I mean, you're opening them in the first place because you want like the biggest, baddest team. Well, if you really wanted to, I mean, you could buy coins off one of those other sites. You could probably buy a player and then have them trade you a limited. And I think you actually get a better deal than EA gives you to some extent, right? Like you buy a limited for 350K quick sell for $25. I think the odds you're getting banned on a trade are like 0. So I've never got banned on a trade. It's how I have all my coins for all my videos. I just get them from one of the coin sites, right? Like I don't go through EA.
Wait, no. This we can't say the sponsor here. This is
I'm
Fox
not.
Stream.
I'm not saying the name. That's why I said a coin sponsor.
Yeah. I gotcha.
No free promos. Don't worry. But yeah, I mean, you could just ask yourself why you're doing it. If you're doing it because you enjoy it and it like enhances your experience and you're having fun, like. Go fucking open packs. That's my opinion on it. Like if I got a spin on Wheel of Mutt and it said open 10 packs in the store, you can bet your ass I'm opening those 10 packs. I just don't care. Like, I don't think that's popped up since. Do you know when it started? Because I'm looking through my videos. Recently, I opened one bundle on Most Feared is Insane. So there's one bundle.
Oh yeah, it started before Most Feared.
So I think that's the only bundle I've opened then since. I think on Wheel of Mutt, I opened some training rerolls. So I probably opened like anywhere from 10 to 50 training reroll packs. So I'd say
training
like
rerolls are okay. Yeah, those
let's
are
say
fine.
let's say 100 rerolls in one bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what
That
I'd say.
rerolls were yeah, that's not part of pack strike. It's like don't give EA money was the whole strike.
Okay, well I've given them at least $100 since it started.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah. So it's I mean, I
the
think
grand scheme of things, it's not that bad.
I think overall it worked, but there's so many things that aren't working that I think a lot of people are gonna stay on it. And like, it's good that people are like saving money and going a little more no money spent and just grinding out the game, working the auction block and everything. But yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Wait, do you have a coin sponsor?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Rock Bottom is what
Is it?
yeah.
Wait, Rock Bottom coins? If you want to sell your Mutt coins, sell to Rock Bottom. If you're going to buy, you should use code Gutfoxx for 10% off. Is that the one I'm thinking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay,
Crazy.
cool.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, okay.
You just remember
Yeah,
that. That's insane.
I remember that. Yeah, that's off the top of my head.
So many people still give them money. Yeah, I think like I put out a poll, and 40% of the people that answered the poll have broken their pack strike already. So, I mean, the cool thing is, EA, listen. Do you have faith in Madden going forward? I guess.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yes. What people forget, because we play Madden every year, is that Madden every single year is in the top 10 of video games sold. Every single year, bro. I don't care what game of the year Skyrim, Elder Scrolls fucking comes out. Madden every year is in the top 10. This industry is not going anywhere. Sports are coming back every single year. And no matter how much we hate EA, their goal is to make the best game possible so that we keep buying, right? So, and we just don't see changes because we play the game year after year after year. But when you look at it retrospectively, like really zoom out, we make leaps and strides. I still think EA drops the ball. I think they suck ass. But shit, I mean, you compare Madden 19 to Madden 23, we're fucking eons ahead. We really are. I don't think we're nearly as far as we should be, but we are eons ahead. So I think in the long run, Madden just only gets better and better and better. Always.
Well,
but
I mean,
it's not at the speed we'd like.
The only counter to that point is what we discussed earlier on mobile. They fucked it up before. Like, I don't see how we don't have the faith that they could do it again.
I see what you mean, like how they could fuck up Ultimate Team. I think the only way they'd really fuck Madden is if they dropped Ultimate Team. Like if they took out the auction house. They took out the auction because they're so sick of bots, they're so sick of people, third-party coin sites, that they just took out the auction house.
Yeah,
Really,
I agree. That's really how they kill Madden.
Yeah, that's how they kill Madden Mobile. I don't see a different way. I mean, like, for example, you take out franchise, but like, I think there's like 3 distinct categories of people who buy Madden. There's MUT players, there's franchise players, and there's casual players. And you got to appeal to all of them at the same time. So they always have to slightly improve franchise, slightly improve Ultimate Team, and slap some stupid ass face the franchise bullshit on the cover for the casuals. So they're just going to keep doing that.
Yeah. Do you think NCAA then kills a lot of our player base on Madden? But I mean, you'll be putting out NCAA, so it doesn't matter. But like, do you think NCAA will just eat Madden's lunch?
I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it cannibalizes. I don't think it's that people want football, but they don't care what football. I think people do know what they want. I think it's only additive. I think there's an audience for NCAA football that is not turned on by Madden. And I don't think those people are like, fuck it, I'll just settle for Madden. I think it's only a good thing. I don't see it being a bad thing.
Okay. Yeah, because I think those games feed into each other, especially with franchise and your player career and everything, so well. So it could actually, increase the love of Madden if that's a big thing. Like, do your player career from NCAA then continue them into the game, and like, is that kind of content you're gonna do? Are you gonna do like player careers or bring draft classes in from your NCAA series?
I think the audience will speak for me. Like, it kind of goes back to my content creation strategy. Like, I really don't give a fuck what I'm gonna make. I just want the people to like it. If there's an audience for it, if there's a need for it, I'll make the best available. I'll make it as good as I can. But if people don't want to watch that, I don't care either. Like, I don't play Madden in my free time. I play fucking League of Legends. I play like
Really?
Pokemon on Nintendo Switch. I'm not gonna like push that out to my audience because just because I like it doesn't mean they have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I play plenty of other games myself. We're true gamers. We love the whole action of gaming, and it is because I have that same thing with like Hearthstone and Overwatch 2 I've been playing lately and stuff. But League of Legends, that's such a big game that if you put out content on that, that would fuck.
Nah, fuck them. I'm not hopping in that weeb world. I'm already a fucking loser, dude. I sit on my computer all day. I'm not gonna tell girls I play League of Legends. Nah. I don't want to be a virgin that much longer, bro. I've only got a couple years before it's weird.
Oh, really? Like, I watched your vlog, and in the vlog, you're like, yeah, we fucked on this bed. Yeah, okay.
Hey,
yeah, totally.
But
What?
we were married. It's different.
Oh, okay.
We weren't married, Gutfoxx. We weren't married.
Damn it, fooled again.
Got him.
For the reaction.
Got him.
All right, MMG, I really appreciate you stopping by. It's been an absolute pleasure and a blast. Let's do this again sometime down the road.
Of course. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. Chat, thank you guys for being supportive. Appreciate you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this was fun. It's I've said it throughout the podcast. I'm just gonna reiterate here at the end. You blew my mind on a lot of stuff, especially with like shorts and like the YouTube and how you look at the game itself of YouTube. And so I appreciate you for that one.
Of course, dude. I hope to see a YouTube short pop up on my feed pretty soon here.
I'll try. I'll try and make you proud.
All right, awesome. Hey, I'll talk to you soon, bro. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, appreciate it. See you, MG.
Peace.